the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty!
Take a lap.
Yo, welcome to the Fantasy Football Show. I'm your man Smitty, and you're doing it live. You're getting ready for week 17. You're going to go get that title, and we got a lot to break down in a very short period of time. Zach F. first in the building tonight. Alexander, Matt, MSK next in line here in the Fantasy Football Show. We're live, of course. We're live like we do it every Saturday and Friday night at midnight Eastern, every Friday and Saturday night during the fantasy season, and most likely during the off season as well. We'll see how the off season schedule goes. What we do know is every Tuesday and Thursday I am live from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. every single Tuesday and Thursday here on the Fantasy Football Show on the YouTube channel. And most likely we'll be doing the Friday and Saturday night live midnight shows during the off season, but I might change up some times and move some things. I'm not quite sure. My goal is to eventually go Monday through Friday and do a show on top of the night shows as well. So that might scale things back or move things around. But the only thing we're doing is amping things up, okay, walking into 2022. I've already got the 2022 rookie rankings and analysis up on sleeperu.com. This bad boy right here. I've already got this content up on sleeperu.com. We've got the 2022 rookie running back rankings and analysis. There's video footage attached to every one of the top 10 running backs that I've ranked heading into 2022. I've got video footage. I've got height, weight, statistics, and all kinds of stuff. Just content, write-ups, and rankings for the top 2022 running backs walking into this 2022 NFL draft. And as you can see right here, Kenneth Walker is my number one rookie running back. If you want more of that content, get on over to sleeperu.com. Let's go. Let's get some. Okay, so JT season. We're about to get some JT goodness going. Absolutely, Alan. Start Javonte or Darrell Williams. I'm going to go Darrell safe. Javonte's higher risk, higher reward, but he's safer, Darrell. So you got to kind of pick your poison there. Muth over Fant for me, but that is risky because whenever a player's coming back from injury, or especially that 19 list for some of these players, you don't know what to expect. Like look at Tyreek Hill last week. Came back, we thought we had a early gift, and the guy just completely crapped the bed in week 16. Tomorrow is the big day. Good luck, everybody. T-Bone, get a championship, pal. Start Boston Scott or Ayuk. I guess Scott is like safer. Ayuk's higher risk, higher reward. Some of these aren't going to have like definite cemented in calls. You're going to have to pick risk or safety. High risk, high reward, or lower reward, potentially less risk. That's going to be a lot of what you hear tonight, and it's not me trying to blow smoke or dodge a question. It's the honest truth. Like, I could force an answer. I could give you an answer, in some of these cases, but I'd be forcing it, and that's not good for you. You need to go with your gut. If I just come out and say, so Darrell and Javonte, if I just come out and say Darrell without any kind of like wavering, then if you're going Javonte, you might sway over to Darrell just because I said that. And I'm not going to feel good about that because I'm on the fence about it, I want you to know that I'm on the fence about it. And that doesn't make anybody's take right or wrong if they're like in the middle of, do I start this guy or that guy? It just, there's going to be pros and cons to go in some of these 50-50 calls, plain and simple. You wish you had Taylor in the standard league, says Matt. Start 3. St. Brown, Jefferson. Look, we can't sit Jefferson, okay? I understand we don't have Cousins in there. I get it, but you can't sit Jefferson. So this question is start 2. Start 2, St. Brown, Sony Michel, Gronk or Knox. Also Gronk or Knox. I go Knox for me. Gronk might have a little more upside, but a little bit more risk. I'd probably go Knox, but you could go either way on that one. As far as the two players, I'm starting with Jefferson. It's probably going to be start 3, St. Brown, Jefferson, or Sony. Start 3. That's 3 players, though, bro. Jack, start all 3 of the guys you listed. Are you saying, do I start Gronk or Knox over Michelle, Jefferson, or Brown? If so, then no. I start with the first 3 guys. But if I've got to start 2, in case you messed up and said start 2 when you meant to say start 1, I would go Jefferson and Sony. Okay, let's see here. Gary says, come on, Smitty. Not sure what that's all about. I'm sure I'll find out what Gary's trying to say there. A.J. Brown, A.B. or T. Higgins. Can you sit Higgins? I don't know if you can sit A.J. Brown or Higgins. You got to find a way to play both, MSK. I'm sorry. There's no way you can't play both those guys. What's going on here? Who are your top 2 running or wide receiver options? Who's your flex? I guess if I had to rank them, I guess I'd go Higgins then A.J. Brown. And I think I went the opposite way earlier in the week. I got this ramped up, don't I? Holy crap. I'm sorry, guys. This is like ramped up there. There we go. Oh, that was loud. I apologize. Was that much louder or not really? Hopefully it wasn't like blasting. I think I was talking to the side, which was nice, but man, I had the thing all the way up. Renfro, Mike Williams, or Lockett. I mean, Renfro's your safest call. Your safe call. Let me know if I was like redlining that. Kyler or Lance? I get this question about every 4 minutes on Instagram and everywhere. Kyler's probably the play. Am I tempted to go Lance? Yeah, but will I? I will in a lot of other situations. I'll go that way in like, anybody in like the 7 to 12 range for quarterbacks. I might go Lance, but when we're talking about Kyler, he's still top 5 or 6 to me. I don't care if he's played bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure Lance or Kyler is going to be an easy call, even if we hear word that Lance is starting. They're going to not hold him back. Like, we're going to get excited and amped about that. And Kyler is just so capable of running for like 80 to 100 yards on the ground with a touchdown. And then if he gets a 1 or 2 scores in the air, I mean, that's what you want from Lance, right? Well, you're getting that already from Kyler. And you got to think Kyler and Lance will both probably, even in Kyler's worst moments, be probably similar to what Lance will be in his best moments right now, which is good, which is why I expect such big things out of Lance. I love Lance this week. Huntley or Lance, that's a tough one. Probably Huntley, but it's really close. Antonio Brown, T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, or Debo. 2 at wide receiver, 1 for your flex. Man, Craig, you guys have I would say, I say this I mean it in a good way, but also just kind of joking, but you guys have some of the hardest, ridiculous questions the last week or two. Like, where have you guys been all year with these lineup questions? I haven't seen some of these until recently, where they're like Higgins, Hill, Debo, sit one. Like, what league did you take over Grandma's team? Did you take over Grandma's team and did she hand you all of her players, Craig, right before you went into the championship week? Is this collusion on our hands, Craig? Because this is insane. Pick 2. I mean, take AB out. You don't need AB. AB's a good play, but not for you. Not with this team. Not with this all-star team you got here. T. Higgins, Tyreek, and Debo, pick 2? Really? I can't sit Tyreek. I know he did bad last week, but he's going to have a revenge game. Debo, you can't sit Debo. Higgins, you can't sit Higgins, but you have to sit Higgins. Wow, Craig. You could have left your grandma some players to work with during the toilet bowl. Man, Craig's team is lit. Super chat, Freeman or Dare. If Javonte doesn't play, do I play Vaughn, Stevenson, or Hunt? I don't know. I suppose I play. I guess I could play. Man, Stevenson's so hard to play and so hard to sit. You like him a lot, but we don't have any signs that he's going to be like giving all this work back. I'd probably go Vaughn if I'm in that spot. Freeman or Dare, probably Dare, but Freeman's interesting and tempting, and they're very, very close. Everett or Muth. Probably Everett's your safe play. Muth, you don't know what you're getting yet coming back. His first week, but I would say like Muth's got higher upside. These are all so tough. You guys are throwing the worst and most impossible questions at me. Worst being that they're great, like they're great players. Worst meaning that how do you decide? How do you decide someone's fate when someone's coming at you with Everett and Muth? I guess that's why we get paid the big bucks here, right? We got to buck up and give an answer, but I'm going to give you a barely leaning type of answer because it's unfair to you to just pick one when it really is a 50-50 call. Like, it's unfair to you. I would say Everett for safety if you feel your matchup requires safety. I would say Muth if you want to swing the bat a little bit and try to make contact and hit one out of the park at the risk of maybe striking out. You know what I'm saying, bro? So thank you for the super chat, iSong. I appreciate you, buddy boy. I appreciate you. G Money in the house. G Money in the house. Thanks, Smitty. Good luck, everyone. Let's win tomorrow and keep rolling 2020. That's all. No question. G Money just dropping a super because he's super. Thank you, G Money. Thank you, iSong. You guys rock. Hunar's in the house. Coop, Odell, or Evans. If Evans plays, I probably play Evans, but Odell's a very decent play, and I like him a lot this week. I'm starting Allen, but scared of weather facing Mahomes, so I might start Burrow in the same game instead. Josh Allen, Burrow. I could understand that, but Burrow, how do you sit Allen though, you know? He's the number one quarterback in fantasy in terms of points, you know? So, I don't know. It'd be very, very hard to sit him, but Burrow's climbing. Burrow could be 1-4 next year, dancing in the 1-4 all year long. So just because he's not there scoring wise now, he should be and will be next year. So like he's playing at next year's level right now. So we're kind of like, you know, almost looking at his most recent games, going, this is what we're gonna get for Burrow, which is gonna be top 3, top 4. If weather looks really bad, you make a change, but if it looks just cold and, you know, wind isn't like 20 miles an hour, like wind is what you worry about. Don't worry about weather. Worry about wind. Wind is all you need to worry about when making a decision. Lockett or Rojo for my flex. PPR Lockett's a tad bit safer. Rojo's a little bit bigger swing if you need something big, but Lockett could drop a big game too, so it's hard to really say that. Starting Jamar over Sony, I would Jamar Chase over Sony, but I find a way to get both in because you're not going to want one of those guys on your bench. These guys are going to both, I think, have big days. So find ways to get Sony and Chase and all that in your lineup. Josh Allen, I'm not sitting Josh Allen unless wind is horrendous in any of Josh Allen's games. Josh Allen plays unless he's facing 20 mile an hour wind, or like blizzard, you know, total blizzard. Michelle's expected to play per Shefty. Yeah, Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell is likely going to roll. This has been talked about all day, so it's not new news necessarily. It's being more like confirmed and reaffirmed. But Mitchell's going to be on not a snap count, but a short leash to be on a snap count, meaning they don't really know how he'll hold up, how his legs are going to look, how he's going to be able to endure like a 20 carry game. Like if he can stay pace with that, if they start giving him enough carries that would pace out to like it'd be like 22, 24 carry game. If he's not looking good, they'll pull him, you know, or they'll give him a break more than they want. So I would expect low end running back 2 numbers from Mitchell with the expectation that he could drop running back 1 numbers. Gary, I'm not sure if this is why you said come on earlier or what, but Smitty, you got Burrow top 5 QB this week. Yeah, I do. I got Joe Burrow as a top 5 QB not only this week, but going forward, pal. Going forward, this man is a beast. He's a legend in the making. He's Joey B. We love him. He's you know, I think somebody's egging me on to Burrow him, basically. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it. You bring Burrow questions, you get burrowed. Plain and simple. That's how we roll here on the show. You ask questions, you start asking questions and sniffing around Joe Burrow and maybe doubting this man as a top 5 quarterback. At any point, you're going to get Burrow. You're going to get Burrow pretty quick on this show. Appreciate you. I really do appreciate you, though, Gary. Nigel, dropping the super. I don't know what this. I don't know what to convert this to. Smitty, with the Jordan Howard news throwing a wrench in my plans. Who do I start now? Jordan Howard, B. Scott, Dare, J. Pat, Gallup, MVS. 1 running back, 1 flex. Probably B. Scott. Probably. Oh, no, you could go J. Patterson, lock him in. J. Patterson, volume should be there. And then really it's preference between Dare and Boston Scott, bro. Scott feels good for a touchdown, though. But Dare's probably safer. Probably safer, I suppose. You ignored my question on the IG post. Not true, Uzi. I have... Whoa. Does it look like I'm ignoring you, Uzi? I'm kind of highlighting it, pal. See? No, bro. I've got hundreds of questions there. Like, I'm trying to... Like, when anybody says I ignore them, I think no offense, Uzi. You're my guy. I appreciate you, and I don't think you mind getting lammed. I think you're okay with it, but you come in and tell me I'm ignoring you. You know me. You've known me for long enough, Uzi. When am I going to ignore anybody? Okay, so...
Get lammed.
Smitty ain't ignoring anybody. You're my people. But when I have 100, I said I'd answer every question I could, and I'm still going to go at the questions when I get off the show, bro. But I said I'll answer any question on an IG post, and there's like 100 and something questions sitting there. I'm doing the best I can. As Mom always yelled at me, Uzi, I'm doing the best I can, pal. And I appreciate you. Uzi doesn't mind getting lammed. Mitchell, Swift, or Cooks and half PPR. Give me Mitchell as long as everything looks good. I know, I'm joking with you too, Uzi. I don't just lamb anybody, bro. You only get this treatment if you are one of the OGs, one of the real ones.
Get lammed.
Not just anybody gets lammed on this show, Uzi. And Mixon's having a season, bro. And that's your boy, so let's go. Hey, Smitty, I'm in the championship game. Need 1 in full PPR. Aaron Jones, Javonte, Sony. Look, Sony's the safest. Aaron Jones is always going to have more upside than pretty much anybody unless you got a top 3 running back sitting in front of you, like JT or whatever. Aaron Jones can have a 3 TD game at any moment. And he hasn't dropped off talent-wise. His situation's not great, and it's never probably going to be good again. This is his last week of potentially being the Aaron Jones we know of. Let's just all say something nice and positive about Aaron Jones, then we'll have a moment of silence, because his reign of being a top 5 running back, top 5 to 7, is probably over, because Aaron Rodgers will either retire or he'll be out of Green Bay, in my opinion. He'll be in Denver, he'll be in Pittsburgh, he could be like in New Orleans or something like that, who knows. But I think Pittsburgh and Denver make the most sense for me if I'm using my brain to try and calculate and navigate the situation for Aaron Rodgers. But almost 0% chance he would return to Green Bay. He doesn't want to be there. He'd rather retire. He doesn't want to be there. He almost retired because he didn't want to be there. And so he put himself in a position to say, hey, I'm gonna leave it all out on the field in 2021 in Green Bay, so that I can get free from my contract. And they renegotiated and restructured it so that he can get out of there. I mean, that's why he went through everything he did in the offseason. If anybody thinks he's going to stay, why did he go through everything he went through in the offseason to get that added into his contract so he can get out of there? He doesn't want to stay there. He doesn't trust them. Oh, hey, A-Rod, we'll give you more say-so on personnel and who we bring in. That's not going to happen. He knows that. He knows what time it is. The dude's been in the NFL long enough to know that ain't going to change. He knows what time it is, and the time is to leave. And A-Rod's either retiring or he's out, and that's bad for Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones goes down big time with A-Rod gone. This is a touchdown-dependent dude that isn't going to get anything close to 15, 17 TDs a season. He won't sniff 15 TDs again because Aaron Rodgers manufactures those touchdown opportunities. Aaron Rodgers makes a running back a 15 to 17 TD guy. You don't just get handed 15 to 17 TDs. That's manufactured by the quarterback and the flow of game and the offense getting into the red zone. That's Aaron Rodgers right there. If Aaron Rodgers is gone, so is Aaron Jones, because this is not a 1,400-yard rusher. This is a 1,050-yard rusher that gets a lot of his volume in receiving yards as well. But it's like a lower yardage, balanced, like almost Kamara. Kamara could be high yardage, but Kamara is like right in the middle. Aaron Jones is a little heavy on the run, really good on the pass, and then it's touchdowns. It's 15 to 17 touchdowns. That's why Aaron Jones ranks so high. It's not because of yardage, and he's injury prone. You give the man 1,400 yards, he won't give you 1,400 yards in the end. He'll get hurt getting that kind of work. He's injury prone. He stays healthy if you use him in a good way and give him a bunch of touchdowns. This might be the last game. I'm sorry about this rant, Ed. I meant to make this quick. My point is, I go Sony because he's safer. But this could be the last big game for Aaron Jones. I'm just saying, it could be a 3 TD game. It could be a 2 TD game. It could be a huge game, and I don't mind playing both of them. I want you to find a way to play both of them, Ed. Sony safer, Aaron Jones a little bit higher risk, but upside for way more than Sony Michel, because this is one of the only players in the league right now that I could say, him, Jamar Chase, a couple other players that are non-quarterbacks. There are a handful, maybe 5 or 6 guys that if you said, Smitty, you must give me a 3 TD name right now, it's going to be Jamar Chase, it's going to be Davante Adams, it's going to be Aaron Jones. Ironically, both these guys are on the Packers. Gee, I wonder why that is. I wonder why Aaron Rodgers has 2 players on his team that he's throwing balls to that are the 2 of the top 5 or 6 names I could come up with and cook up if I was forced to give you 2 players that I think could be 2-3 TD capable. If I had to give it, if the pressure was on and I had to deliver a 3 TD guy, Aaron Jones, Davante Adams, JT, and then like there's a very, very small list of guys, but Aaron Jones, Adams are on that list. Makes it a tough decision for you, Ed, and I'm sorry I didn't help you. I can only tell you, Sony safer, Aaron Jones, higher risk, higher reward. Man, that was a lot of talking for not really having a true concrete decision to hand out there, pal. Damian Harris, J. Pat, or Burkhead. Give me Damian if he's starting and playing and everything looks good. Nigel, appreciate you. Super chat, preach, says Nigel. Appreciate you, Nigel. Mr. Snuffleupagus. Sorry, it was delayed in coming onto my screen. Mr. Snuffleupagus, thoughts on Jarrett Patterson over Ingram or Dillon? Give me Patterson. Feels like the volume's going to be there. He'll be a volume king in week number 17. Worth a shot. I mean, that is a good play. Change pick 3, Rojo, Najee, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. Give me Najee, Aaron Jones, and probably you're wavering between Rojo and Keenan Allen. And I don't think you can make a mistake. Obviously, one will probably outscore the other if they don't tie. And so you can get it wrong. But up front, I'm going to say you can't really get Rojo, Keenan Allen wrong. In PPR especially. Like, Keenan Allen's been on fire. Rojo is a little riskier. Maybe a touch more upside because of the flow of game and you know, Fournette's out, and what we know that the Bucks can lean on the run. Will they be up big and just run the football? High upside for Rojo, bigger upside than Keenan. Keenan, steady, safe. If you need steady, safe, go Keenan. If you need a swing, if you're playing a big dog with a big team, maybe throw Rojo out there and let him bark a little bit, see if something pops off for you and you win through something like that. Cameron, appreciate you. Need maximum upside. Pick 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex, please. Zeke, Rojo, Javonte, Penny, McLaurin, Chase, Osborne, MVS, St. Brown, Bateman. Pick 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex. Goodness gracious, Cameron. Zeke, Rojo are your running backs. Your wide receivers are Chase, McLaurin, and St. Brown. And then a flex, I'm going to say Zeke, Rojo, probably Penny. I want to say Javonte, bro. Go Javonte if you're feeling ballsy, but I want to say Javonte, but Penny feels safer. And that's my final answer. I mean, MVS I like, but will he be back? Can you risk it in the final game that he's going to be right back to form? Bateman, I'm not going near. Osborne, no Cousins, and like, you know, a guy like that's built up rapport all year. It's taken him a while to get where he's gotten. It's probably going to be hard for it to return to form with a lesser quarterback in there. I mean, we're worried enough about Jefferson. Imagine having to worry about Osborne. Pretty easy call for me. Could I swap Zeke and Javonte out, or Penny and Javonte out? Yeah, I really want Javonte in there. But, I mean, safety-wise, put Javonte on the bench, put Osborne, MVS, and Bateman on the bench. But you want to swing big, man, put Javonte in if you need that kind of home run type of hitting. And thank you for the super chat, Cameron. You're the man. Trey Lance or Huntley. Happy New Year, by the way. I know we did this last night. Happy New Year. We already said that and congratulated everybody on an amazing 2021. And we're going to hit 25K, I think, this season. As you can see above my head, 10K we hit on the show. And we're just rocking. We're at 10.1. We're almost at 10.1.5K already. So we're going to climb to 25. I can feel it. The momentum is big. You guys are huge. I do this for you. Without you, I wouldn't have anything. You know, you guys really need to take credit for what we built here, because without you, without this amazing community that's positive, there's not a lot of negativity in here. We built this right from the ground up. There's a lot of people when I started that had, you know, huge followings through maybe a viral video, or maybe they're famous already to some degree and they've got this big following right from the jump. And there was a guy that told me one time, he said he'd rather build a community the way I was building it than the way he built it, when he was essentially handed like 1 million followers off some viral stuff. And his community was full of just all over the place people. You know, it wasn't a community. We started this thing from the ground up together. And like magnets, people would get stuck to the channel and they'd love it and they'd stay. And the community's the biggest reason we engage with each other. And that guy was right. I mean, I remember at the time when I was building the channel up and it was really slow, and, you know, it was like 10 views. I was cranking out video every day, 10 views, you know, while we're live. And I'd get like 48 to 200 views on a video, you know, and I'd be like, 200 views. I did so much work on this video. And it's just like, I stuck with it. And I remember him telling me that when I was like at that point where it was like 6 months of grind, you know, maybe 4 months of grinding. Like that. And I thought, you know, how is he going to be right on this? And boy, I wouldn't trade this community for anything. You could say, Smitty, I'll hand you this channel with 100,000 followers already. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't take it. The way we're building is a phenomenal approach. Like, we have such a positive vibe here. Like in the chat, there's no negativity half the time. It's all people trying to help each other, like-minded individuals. I couldn't be more proud of our community and the way it feels. There's just no better community in the world, in my opinion. I know I'm biased, but come on. But thanks for the super chat, Anthony. Trey Lance or Huntley. Huntley's safer for right now, assuming everything's announced that, you know, he's the guy and everything's going to stay that way. So PPR, Jefferson, Higgins, St. Brown, Lockett, Patterson, D. Swift, Darrell Williams, 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Boy, out of that, I mean, you got to go 1 wide receiver. You got to go Jefferson. You just can't put him down on the bench. Swift versus, I would say Swift versus Higgins is your next dilemma. I'd probably go Higgins and Jefferson. I know it's tempting to go Lockett. It's tempting to go Swift. You could go Swift and Higgins. I literally can't say that Jefferson and Swift is that risky. You know, Swift has so much upside if on the field, and he's on the field. He's coming back. And they're going to feed him a lot from what I'm hearing. But I still can't sit Jefferson. Is Jefferson at Higgins? You would not be crazy to go Swift and Higgins or Swift and Jefferson. But that's what I'm doing there. And one wide receiver. So one wide receiver and one flex. That answered that. And Muth or Everett. Everett safer. Muth has higher upside. I've answered that question a couple times already. So that's the same. That holds true. Gary says I've been drink. I don't know what constitutes that, Gary, but let's go, bro. Okay, Carlos, appreciate you. I'm starting Wilson, Kamara, Penny, Jefferson, Kupp, St. Brown. My bench is Mike Williams, Huntley, Metcalf, Madison, Cooks. I need help. I'm in the championship. Starting Wilson, Kamara. So Kamara, Penny, Jefferson, Kupp, St. Brown. So your only player that you could swap out is Penny or St. Brown. And Mike Williams for St. Brown. Maybe. I don't mind that. Madison and Brandon Cooks, I assume. Metcalf, your team's pretty set right there. Mike Williams for St. Brown, I could do that. Metcalf for St. Brown, probably not right now. Mike Williams and St. Brown is the only thing I waver on, and because Carlos is a dude in here that's dropping super chats and being an amazing part of this community. Can you guys please drop who you'd rather start, Mike Williams or St. Brown? Help the buddy out. Help a fellow buddy out, and let's get him that chip. So go ahead and drop St. Brown or Mike Williams in the chat. Big Mike or St. Brown. Help him out. Let me make sure I haven't missed any super chats. Here we go. We got 49er Faithful. Appreciate this super chat here. Happy New Year. Can I get in the Door League, Wall Fireplace League 2022, please? Send me a DM right now on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to check real quick. Send me a DM right now on Instagram. We're going to get you in this league. Terry, appreciate you being in this already. And I will check real quick, 49er Faithful, for that DM. DM me right now. Appreciate that super chat. We'll keep that right there. Mike Williams upside. Here's the answer. Answers rolling into that question. St. Brown 1000%. St. Brown. St. Brown. It looks like St. Brown. Mike Williams. Here's a Mike Williams. This one I already showed. This Mike Williams. Trey area. Yeah, DM me again right now. St. Brown. Pop your neck, Smitty. Not really sure where that's going, pal. St. Brown 100%. Double A. Is Double A in the house? Double it. Triple A. Quadruple A is in the house. What's up? Double A. Appreciate you being here. Terry in the house. We knew that, but just wanted to say his name. Terry, say his name. You're damn right. Smitty, can you explain how the Wall League draft works again in an actual draft? So the Wall League is simple. Okay? The Wall League is simple, or the Fireplace League. We may call it the Fireplace League because we have where we're going to write the names. It kind of determines whether we're going to, let's see, board. There we go. So I don't know if I'm just going to put it on this board right over here. I may just put the names right here and put them on this board. And, from year to year, we'll swap it out. It doesn't have to go. The Door League, we're going to eventually run out of places to write it in the studio. So I'm not opposed to writing it on that wall right there. But I think it might be best on that marker board on the left-hand side or something. We can write it out there. We'll call it the marker board league, or the Lamb League, or the Get Lamb League, or the Joe Burrow League, or whatever. We'll figure it out. But we've got Terry Roberts in that league. Essentially, you can get a spot right now if you want. It's opened up. 49er Faithful and Terry Roberts are the first two in the league. I'm looking for a DM from 49er right now on Instagram, and I don't see it. Make sure you DM me. I'm looking for you. Mitchell or Javonte. Give me, man, Give me Mitchell because he's gonna play. Like I know I hesitate on this Javonte. We got Raj live here on. We should try and get him on the show. Let me see if I can hook into this. Let's go live. Let's go live with these guys.
We got to get a 49ers media dance.
Can you guys hear Raj?
The views are up right now. Let's see, man. All right. Let me get my other phone and hold on.
Can you guys hear Raj?
Other phone going. We get some music rolling. Where's my other phone at? Shit. Hold up. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right. I'll be back. Entertain the people. You better not let me down.
What's good, everybody?
Okay, you guys can hear him. Okay. Let's go live.
It was Schefter indeed who dropped the bomb for
Okay.
the Trey Lance news as well.
We're going live on the quad box on the show. Let's do it. Hey.
Here we go. What's up? Oh shit! I need a charger for my other phone. Of course. You know what? Screw it. I'll just get Alexa to do it. This is my other phone. Let's go. We need to get some hype music in here. Alexa!
Okay.
There he is, my man Smitty.
Hit it. This is the hype dance. This is the 49er hype dance. Whoa. That was like a double pump, bro. Oh, he's going to the floor. Hey, Raj, real quick, just a little. We have 126 people on YouTube watching you guys live. I patched you right into my YouTube show. I'm live, so.
Baby, here we go. Yeah, man, I'm so hyped for this Trey Lance making a start. I'm so excited for this man. How y'all feeling? How you feeling, Smitty?
I'm excited, bro. Everybody here knows how much I love Trey Lance, and I think
You're probably the biggest Trey Lance fan.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably as big of a Trey Lance fan as anybody watching right now. So Trey Lance is gonna be off the chain. I'm saying 3 total tutties. It makes it hard to answer these questions because somebody comes at me with like you start Burrow or do you start Lance or do you start Huntley or start Lance? You know, Huntley has had a good game too. His previous game he blew up, but
Starting Lance?
I like Lance. I waver anywhere near like quarterback 6 and 10. I waver in terms of Lance. I kind of like Lance this week, but it's a risky play in fantasy. Your first go, like it's his first.
Yeah, for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's risky for sure. But
to me, I always ride who got me to where I got in fantasy land. But for me, personally, as a Niner fan, oh boy, I'm excited for Trey Lance. Fantasy wise, I don't know if I touch him.
Yeah, it's definitely a gamble. You know, it's definitely a gamble, but I think it's a gamble worth taking if you're like in a tough spot anyway. You know, like I'm not setting Mahomes. I'm not.
I need to buy you a Trey Lance jersey. You linked up, your ass is getting a Trey Lance jersey from me.
I'll take it. I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
I might not even buy you the Niner version. I might get you the North Dakota State version.
Hey, for the 123 to 150 people in here, can you tell us about Mitchell? What's your prediction in terms of carries? We know he's going to probably play now.
Mitchell's coming back. Thankfully, Schefter confirmed it. We knew he was kind of. We didn't know if he was 100% playing. He's playing tomorrow. I think 15 to 18 carries at most. They have to run the ball. At the end of the day, they have to run the ball. You got a rookie quarterback. No matter how much hype we put behind a rookie, they got to run the ball. Take the pressure off the rookie. You got to let him, limit the passing. You don't want him to go 50 passes this game. You got to let him maybe pass 20 to 25 times. But they have to run the ball. And I think Mitchell should have at least 15 to 18 carries, man.
Yeah, and if you run the ball 34, 35 times, it's got to be like a 90% chance you win the game. So that's the formula. That's the key to it all. But I think Trey Lance is going to look so much closer to veteran and just completely, fine-tuned and well-oiled machine type play. I think it's going to be so much closer to that than people think. And you guys are going to have a great victory Monday. I'm going to be a part of it though this time. Normally I'm I'm talking about the Cardinals. I'm more hyped for Trey Lance because I'm fantasy first. I'm always fantasy. I'm more hyped about Trey Lance and watching him than I am my own Cardinals, bro. Like,
You know who's gonna have a big day tomorrow night, and I've been saying it all year. He's just my boy. If you have my fantasy playoffs tomorrow, you better get ready for a hell of a game. My man Debo Samuel Senior is gonna go off. He's Daddy Debo now, and
Yeah.
I think he's just good. I mean, he's been motivated all season. Now his newborn was finally born this week. You know how much like motivation he probably has. He's probably tired from all the late nights, but hey,
Yeah.
Debo is built different. I hope he got some rest this week because I know how it is when you have newborn. It's not easy to get sleep, but I hope Debo is ready to roll. That man is going to be juiced tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
and a lot of the people in my room right here are worried about what Jimmy G going to the bench means for Debo, because Debo's been doing it with Jimmy, not with Trey. But as we've said 100 times on the quad box for the YouTube people out there watching, like what Debo's been doing, he's been doing by himself. It's been like an underhand pass from Jimmy G over to Debo, and Debo takes a 7-yard slant all the way to the end zone by himself, putting everybody on his back. Debo's going to be fine. Not only will Debo continue to get what is believed to be the play calling that helps Debo get that, which in Shanahan's defense, that's the good play calling he has done. That's play calling, not Jimmy. I think Trey Lance opens up now the deep ball, the rainbow raindrop that Jimmy can't deliver.
Smitty, not only that, it's okay. Yeah, the 5 yards. Jimmy can throw 5 yards, so when he takes it for 80 yards, Trey Lance can do the same thing. It's going to be the same scheme. It's the scheme of Shanahan. But you have to realize this: out of all the players that have kind of played with Trey so far, Debo has had the best connection with him. That Seattle game, he was hyping him up. He was leading the young kid. I was there, and Debo took this kid under his wing, and he knew, I got to give this kid some support. And I think Debo and Trey are going to have a magical connection. And I feel like tomorrow, he's just going to go off, man. And I think he's going to make sure that Trey's ready. And I think he's going to go there pregame and say, look, Rook, just give me the ball. Put the ball in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure you shine today. I feel Daddy Debo is going to take care of his newborn. He's going to take care of his son on the field, Trey Lance. That's going to be his little baby boy on the field, too.
Uncle Trey. Uncle Trey. Uncle Trey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Uncle Debo. Uncle Debo.
Yeah, Uncle Trey's gonna take care of Daddy Trey. Look, I think we're gonna all be super amped and pumped about what we're looking at from a fantasy perspective. So everybody in YouTube, we're looking at a top 6 to 10 quarterback anytime he's on the field. I think very similar field to Jalen Hurts right out of the gate. Jalen Hurts is like a top 5, 6, 7 quarterback. Like you're contemplating benching really good quarterbacks in the top 4 to 5 when Hurts has a great matchup and your quarterback that's a QB4 has a really bad matchup. You're like, do I play Jalen Hurts? Like, that's how good Trey Lance will be. And it's a shame in one respect that we haven't seen it until now, but it's also kind of nice, like perfect ending to a fantasy season. You get one big game of Trey Lance, and you can either put your cojones on the table and say I'm gonna roll with Trey because he can get you 28 fantasy points, or at least in Dynasty I got him and I'm waiting for the rise.
So I do, Smitty. Listen to this. Bear Down. We might have to tap him in. Bear Down says your dream has come true. You're happy for you. Your dream has come true. You wanted Trey to be playing all week. And listen, man, there's some weird fans in here. They're Niner fans, and they're actually not excited for this. It's so like, how are you gonna be here? If you're in the chat and you're absolutely negative right now, just get out, because this is a positive thing. The Niners have their future starting, and they're in a playoff push regardless of who's playing at quarterback. It could be Mike Dick could play quarterback tomorrow, and I'd be hyped up, man. I hope he's not playing quarterback. But what I'm saying is, support, man. Let's get hyped up. Let's be positive. This is a great final 2 games for the Niners. We have a playoff push. Let's win, and we're in, baby boy. Let's go. Support the squad.
Yeah.
I'm hyped up.
Yeah,
man.
get behind Trey. If you can get behind Trey, how can you not get behind? Or, I mean, if you can get behind Jimmy G, how can you not get behind Trey?
He's the fan. He's the future, baby.
Like, it doesn't make any sense that you can get behind Jimmy, but you can't get behind Trey. Like, if you're a fan, I don't know.
It's just weird, man. It's just
Yeah.
weird. If you can't support one player or all the players, if you can't support all the players, you shouldn't even cheer for a team. It's just weird to me. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Jimmy G, as they're saying in the chat, R.I.P. His time is done, but I mean, Shanahan could throw us a curveball next week and say, this is where I get mad, and say, hey, Trey looked great, but Jimmy may be available for week 18. And then I'm going to lose it, bro.
I just want tomorrow to get a dub, and I'm hyped up for
Yeah.
one Trey. That's it.
One day at a time.
Whether you like the team or not, and this is just an exciting time, man. It's an exciting time for this team, man. We started this season so bad where we were like 3-5 at one point, and we thought we were going to be getting ready for draft season around this time of the year.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to be getting draft content. No, we got playoff content, man. We are in a playoff push.
And you guys missed it last night.
About playoffs, Smitty. I'm hyped up, baby.
And my YouTube people watching right now, you guys missed it last night. We had Schoolboy Q, famous rapper, come in here, and he mixed it up with us for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something. And our live stream,
About an hour, bro.
yeah, you can see our live right the count. The top's about 400. It went to like 2,500 the minute he walked in, and it was a lit live. It was absolutely phenomenal. Go watch it.
You know what? We got to play some more. I'm just man, the Yay. Let's play some Yay area because the Bay is a hype place tonight.
Yeah.
Most fans, 90% of people are hyped up, man.
I'm gonna jump right now, Raj. I appreciate you, pal.
All right.
Right. Later.
I can't
Yep.
wait to talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Baby.
Later, man. Okay, so we're out of there for now. Okay, so hit me with your questions. Let's get back to the Q&A, and let's go ahead and get it going. In fantasy, don't work pulling for all the players. What? What are you saying, Mark? Here in fantasy, don't work pulling for all the players. RAG. I don't know what you're saying, Mark. Reword that for me. Start Mitchell tomorrow, absolutely, unless you've got an amazing option. I'm redlining again. Sorry. Sometimes I turn that up when I'm dealing with something like that, where I could get more volume, and then I forget to turn it back down, and then I get up against the mic like this, and I start screaming and yelling, and it's redlining. Where were the questions at? We got another one. Playing in fantasy. You playing any playoff fantasy leagues? Absolutely. I'll be doing playoff rankings. Don't you worry about it. We might do a playoff like tournament, so get ready for that. I'll drop a link when we're ready. Can you explain how the wall, door league, whatever, fireplace league, whatever we end up calling it, how it works? Yeah. So basically we have 96 teams in it. 96 teams in it. Right now we've got 2 spots filled, and they're going to go quick as soon as we start getting toward 2022. People are thinking about it this year. But start walking into 2022. Anybody that drops a $20 super chat is going to get a spot into fireplace league, whatever we call it. We haven't decided what we're going to call it yet. Maybe we got to come to a vote on that. 96 of you are going to get into this league. 96 of you. There's 8 copies of every player in the player pool. You can't draft any player twice, so there'll be 8 copies of JT. But you can't own 2 copies of JT. If that makes sense. Basically, when you're on the clock, let's say you're picking out of 96 people, you're picking number 7. There will only be 1 JT ever available to you, but because there are 8 of them, you will for sure see him in the drop down. You cannot trade for a second JT at any point. You can only own 1 copy of a player all year long, but there will be 8 copies floating around. For anybody that doesn't own that player, they can, I don't know that we're going to trade. We'll see. We might open up trading. We'll see how that goes. We might do trading. I don't know if we'll have some kind of voting process to kind of keep the peace, because people will get upset if someone makes a dumb trade and everybody's going to get mad and then people want to quit. Trading makes people upset. Trading can bring the worst out of the worst. And I just don't know if I want that, where it's very simple and clean without trading. We will see. We will see. Maybe with a vote system, it won't matter, because if you let a trade go through based on vote, then that's your fault. You can't complain about something if you could have a hand in stopping something. I personally don't like vetoes at all, but I do know that as a commissioner, without a voting process, sometimes a certain group of people, we're gonna have 96 people, 96 personalities together. I can only imagine there being some fighting and people being upset. I can't believe this. So that's why I might not want trading involved in it. But basically, total point winner, 1 single division of 96 people, no matchups whatsoever. Total point race, 2 week 17s end. Winner will probably have a ton of different things to give away for this league. Number 1 probably being one of these bad boy rings right here. This $150 to $300 Super Bowl fantasy football Super Bowl ring, which basically is designed to be jewelry, not a little trophy. It's literally tries to mimic the feel, the weight, the look of a real Super Bowl ring, and this thing is magnificent. And you can get it customized. The winner will be able to customize it with their last name, as you can see right here, last name, their record, and then on the other side of the ring will be the year and then your favorite number on the football. So this right here will be most likely one of the prizes in that league. I'll give away memberships. I'll give away, hopefully we'll have a jersey or two. Hopefully we'll have more of these like Fire Sticks, or we'll have Amazon gift cards, whatever the case may be. We're going to have some nice prizes in that. But get ready. Anybody that drops a $20 super chat, like Mark Cleveland just did. Mark wants his spot in the, what are we calling it? What do we want to call it? It's going to be, the names are going to go on a board. So we could call it the Marker Board League. I don't know if that is a good ring to it or not, but that's where the names will probably go. On the wall, on the marker board, next to the fireplace, in the den area of the studio, which is right here. So here's the den. This is the den part of the studio that I've created and built. And so this is where your boy Smitty can have a conversation with you. This is like the psychology den, the library, maybe the library league, I don't know. But the fireplace, the marker board, the wall in the den is kind of where this is housed. The names will be written. So you guys tell me what a good name is for this league, and we'll potentially name it that. So appreciate you asking the question, Mark Cleveland. So we got Mark Cleveland, and then the other individual was Faithful, 49er Faithful, which I'm waiting for the message from them right now. Okay. Faithful, you still in here? Where's my DM? Where's my DM? And let me know if you sent it already. Okay, Terry likes the Fireplace League. The Smitty Cup. That's not a bad one. I don't know that it needs to be named after me, but like the Fantasy Cup, the 2022 Fantasy Football Cup. We could come up with. So that's kind of a good one. I like Cup being involved. We've got Caden with the super chat. Caden says Moreau or Pitts or... Okay, sorry. Moreau versus Pitts. I'm going to go Kyle Pitts. Give me Kyle Pitts. Give me the upside. And Patterson versus Osborne. Give me Patterson. Give me volume. Give me volume. Gavin with the super chat. Appreciate you, Gavin. Thank you, Caden. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Faithful. Start Mitchell over St. Brown. Give me Mitchell. Give me Eli Mitchell. He feels safer. I like St. Brown a lot. The Fantasy Cup. I like it. Cup is good. Who said Cup? Oh, spell it like that. The Fantasy Cup. Who said Cup? Someone needs to get credit for that. Andrew Grace. Andrew Grace came up with Cup, and then Double A's doubling down the Fantasy Cup. That's pretty good. Maybe that's what we're going to call it. The Fantasy Cup. I kind of like it, bro. Okay, I'm looking for Faithful's DM here. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got your message here. Email. Send me your email real quick. Appreciate you. All right. So we got 3 people so far in the Door League. I keep saying that. In the Fantasy Cup. The 2022 Fantasy Cup. I think we just coined it. I think we're going to coin it. Let's call it that until further notice. The 2022 Fantasy Cup Challenge. And we got, so far, Mira. Am I saying that right, Mira? We got Mira, Mark, and Terry Roberts so far grabbing the 3. Oh, I'm the 4 spot. And then, of course, we've got Grant in it. You got to try and Grant's the reigning 2020 champion of the 96 team league, so he's going to definitely be in it. Okay. Thank you, Mira. I appreciate that. Fantasy Cup, I like it. And I think we'll spell it with a K, like Cooper Cup. A Fantasy Cup Challenge. Fantasy Cup League. 2022 Fantasy Cup. League or challenge or whatever. We'll figure it out. What is the Fantasy Cup? Nigel, it's the league of, I don't want to explain it too much detail again, but basically 96 teams get it. Anybody that drops a $20 super chat gets an entry, and there's all kinds of prizes that are going to be involved, including this $150 to $300 ring, and potentially jerseys and Fire Sticks and Amazon gift cards, stuff like that. So jump in. $20 super chat at any point. First come, first serve. $20 super chats grab you a spot. It's just a way of you appreciating the show and a way of me trying to create something amazing that we can all be a part of. So that's what it's all about. Let's get some. Lance or Huntley. Probably say Huntley's a little bit... I don't know if he's safer, but he feels like a little bit smarter play until we see Lance on the field, because we've seen Huntley drop fire. Huntley doesn't have the easiest matchup, but it feels like a good play. So I'm probably going to say Huntley, but I'm not scared to go Lance either. That feels fun. It feels fun. The Gold Cup, the Robbie Gold Cup. I don't know if Robbie deserves that, but maybe the Gold Cup. Robbie Gold. Oh, Carrie. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just going to call you 49er Faithful anyway. 49er Faithful. Appreciate you, 49er Faithful Lee. Huntley against the Rams is tough. Trey is a better matchup. It is a better matchup. That's why I said Huntley's a tough call. It's a tough call. Signed Cooper Cup jersey might be slick. We might have to go that route. We'll figure it out. Maybe a Cooper Cup mini helmet autographed or something like that. We'll figure it out. So 3 people are in it so far, and 4 including myself, and then probably Grant and yeah. So get ready for the 2022. Nigel dropping the super. Is this? I don't know how to calculate this. It's probably a 20 spot, right? Maybe the odds. We got to convert this. I don't even know what this is. What are we looking at here? Conversion. Let's go to Google. RSD 2147.48 conversion to dollars. $20.77. He's in. Nigel, DM me on the IG real quick. Nigel's in. 20. He's 77 cents over. He wanted to account for any error in conversion. In the dollars dropping by the minute. So Nigel was on top of that. Nigel, DM me real quick. Let me know when you DM'd me, please. Royal silver dollars. What is this? I feel stupid. I don't even. It's not the dinar. Dinar isn't the converted from dinar. Yeah, dinar. Yeah. Okay. We're learning. We're learning here on the show. I had to convert it. I didn't know what I was looking at. 2147. Good Lord, Nigel. What did you just drop? Nigel's the man. May the odds forever be in your favor, Nigel. All hail the Fantasy Cup 2022. Should we call it the Fantasy Cup 2022 or 2022 Fantasy Cup? I kind of like the number at the end, but I kind of like it at the beginning too. Herbert, a smart start tomorrow. A smart start? I mean, he's the second highest scoring quarterback in fantasy football. So, like, in one respect, yeah, he's a smart start. And the other respect, he's got a tough matchup. So, is it smarter to start another guy really close to him, but has a better matchup? Maybe. Am I starting Lance over him? Probably not. Yeah, I converted it right. Double A. I got it. Nigel should get a Smitty approved. We can Smitty approve him on the conversion. The boy.
You've just been Smitty approved.
I have no problem approving Nigel. Packers or Dallas. I'm going to go. I mean, the Packers are intriguing. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to go Dallas. I'm not sitting Dallas. Dallas is a top defense, and I'm not sitting them. I'm not sitting them. All right, where's Nigel? Nigel, you sent me that DM yet? After dropping Madison and taking a lap, it means a lot to be approved. I was in the panic chamber. You're never in my panic chamber, Nigel, but I do need you to DM me on Instagram. Appreciate you, pal. Appreciate you big time. Okay, we're gonna fill this league up quick. I know right now we're getting only 3-4 entries or whatever, but this thing's gonna go like wildfire eventually when your fantasy seasons are over and people are like, okay, I want in this league. Ziggy, studio on. We need more lighting. You guys are going to get excited. I could feel it. Higbee or Komet? I'm going Higbee. Can we get you got burrowed? You certainly can, Matt. You can get I can burrow you right now. Hold on one second. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
There you go, pal. Burrow or Herbie? This is a tough one. I get to ask this question a lot. I'm probably going Burrow. The matchup is just it's not like the best. It's just I feel like Herbie's. I don't know. I feel a little better about Burrow than I do Herbie right now because Herbie's coming off a bad game and not an easy matchup at all. So I'd rather take the guy that's lightning, hot right now. Bucks or Green Bay, probably the Bucks D, but either one could outscore the other like really easily. Michael Carter or Penny, going Penny because I don't like Carter's matchup. The Bucks are really tough to run against, bro. I'm not touching that one. Mooney or MVS, give me Mooney coming off the C list. We don't know what MVS is gonna drop, bro. Eagles running back Goddard, Patterson or Gage. Give me Patterson. Give me C-Pat. Gage or Gallup. Give me Gage. I don't know. Probably go Gage, but Gallup's not bad. They're kind of even. Gallup could either crap the bed though. He'll get you 1 point or 0 or 12. Nigel. All right, well, email me real quick, Nigel. Actually, Nigel, put your email address in the chat right here, and it won't post it. Let me go check it, and then I'll delete it. It'll catch it, and it won't show it. Okay, let's see here. Got to keep copying and pasting. Says Hunar, what did you paste? I don't see it. Maybe it's getting copied. Terry, I don't see your question. Ask it again. Don't keep pasting the same one, or it may actually not show it. Tom Brady or Justin Herbert? I think I'm going Herbie, unless Tom Brady gets Mike Evans back. Or Nigel, just go through sleeperu.com. Email me real quick, pal. Kyle wants in. Yeah, Nigel, go to sleeperu.com, pal. Send it to me real quick. Kyle wants in the door league. Kyle, DM me on Instagram right now, pal. Kyle's in. Kyle is in. JACD. Did I miss a super chat from JACD? I got one here from Frank. Frank says Tucker, Elliott, or Joseph, Bears or Cowboys. Go Cowboys and go. So Tucker or Elliott go. I guess Joseph. Joseph and Cowboys probably. Carlos wants in the door league. Carlos, DM me on Instagram right now. Carlos. And Kyle. Both of you, Kyle and Carlos, I need that DM ASAP, bro. Broskies. Look at this, door league. Smitty's got to get it right. Thank you, Frank, for the super chat. It is the, what did we name it? The Fantasy Cup 2020, I think is what we're officially calling it. Or the 2020. Yeah, Fantasy Football Cup, Fantasy Cup 2020. I like that. That's got the best ring to it. 2020 at the end feels about right. I like it. So we got, drop it, in summary, you drop a $20 super chat any point before all the spots are gone. You don't have to do it right now. There are 96 of them, but, you know, kind of prideful being the first 10, 15 in the door, right? So we got Mark Cleveland. We got Terry Roberts. Terry Roberts was first. We got 49er Faithful Lee. We got Nigel. We got Kyle and Carlos. I'm waiting on those DMs from them. No missed supers that you can see. Okay, good. And we got Nigel dropping the email here. Let me just check real quick, Nigel. Make sure I confirm you. I'll check that in a second, Nigel. Appreciate you, buddy boy. JACD had a super chat. Let me go look for it, pal. Frank, thank you for your super chat. Where's JACD's super chat? I don't see it yet. Hold on, I'll go look for it. I'm going to find it, pal. Hang on, JACD. Hold on, pal. Nigel, there's Nigel. Gavin, Caden, appreciate you guys. Mark Cleveland, he's in the house. He's in the league. Nigel, dropping more super chats. JACD, I don't see his super chat. Can somebody paste JACD's? Oh, there it is. I found it. It was way up there. Bro, I'm sorry. Need running back 2. Gaskin, Howard, Patterson, Scott, Burkhead. I'm probably going Patterson, bro. He feels the safest. He's got good volume. And starters are Kyler, T. Higgins, A.J. Brown, St. Brown, Jonathan Taylor. That's a good team. I like it. Schultz at the flex, DJ Moore and Mooney. Or DJ Moore and Mooney at your flexes and Schultz as your tight end. So you need a running back 2. I'm going Patterson. Patterson's going to have good volume for you, JACD. That's pretty solid, bro. That's pretty solid, broski. I wouldn't be playing around with Howard. Scott's okay. Scott's kind of safe for a touchdown, maybe. Burkhead's been playing good. History says Burkhead's not a bad play. But Jared Patterson's supposed to be lined up for good work. I don't see how they could get out of that. I don't think anybody's going to slide in like Williams or whoever's going to even be the 2 back. I think it's going to be Patterson overload. And there's been a lot of hype around Patterson. Just know he's either going to fall flat on his face and everybody hyping him up is going to be just completely let down. Or the hype's going to be for real. The hype's going to be for a reason. That people have been excited about this kid for a while. So week 17 couldn't come at a better time to get him out there and we can finally see what he can do. So I like it. Carlos, did you DM me on Instagram, pal? And Kyle, I'm looking for it right now. Scott says, thanks again, JACD. Big money on this. Need Smitty advice. Need 2. Lockett, Lamb, AB, Odell. Give me Lamb for sure. And it's between Lockett and Odell. Lockett safer. Odell maybe a tad higher upside, but maybe a tad more risk. But Lockett can have big games too. So does he really have more upside? I'd probably say Lockett and Lamb. That sounds funny. Lockett and Lamb. Odell is so hard to sit, though. I love Odell this week. Lockett and Lamb feel safest. That's really, really tough. That's a really tough call. Very, very tough call. Nigel with another one. Damn, got me all excited for this league next year. Have been playing in only one home league for like 10 years. Well, Nigel, get ready because you're playing against 96 other people, and all of you are fighting for first place, Nigel. 96 people. And when you play at a league, let me show you real quickly. When you play in a 96-team league like this, the draft takes a good month. Okay, so everybody needs to be patient during the draft and relax. But if we are to look at this way, here's the draft. Pick 1, pick 2, all the way to 95, 96. Okay? You can't even read that, can you? All the way down to pick 96. Okay? This is round 1. Round 1. 96 picks in this league per round. This means right here, this is the bookend pick. 96, 97. That is the bookend picks right here. But don't worry, because with 8 copies of every player in the player pool, 8 copies, 96 divided by 8 is 12. So 8 copies of every player in the player pool times 12 equals 96, which means that right here you're going to have the same players right here as you would at 12 overall. So no one's teams are going to look light by any means. Everybody's team in this league will be looking exactly like a normal team in a 12-team league. So don't think if you're picking 95 there's going to be no one left. You have literally the number 12 overall player available at 96. It's the bookend. And it's going to be a total point race. So it's going to be total point race, no matchups, one division, and so it's going to just literally be 96 people in one division, one league. Everybody gets to view it. Well, this one, we couldn't really show the Door League because it was on a different app. We're going to do this one on My Fantasy League, which supports this, and we could show it all the time. We could pull it up all the time. 96 of us in one division. Who's got the most points? Who's the top dog? Who's the top dog in Fantasy Cup 2022? We'll be talking about it all off season long. This will not go away. This will not be something we mentioned 2 or 3 times. It'll be different than the Door Leagues. The Door Leagues were my first shot at trying to do massive league size leagues. I botched it in some ways. I mean, it worked out great. We've had some fun. But as far as being able to watch it and talk about it and follow up on it, we just haven't had the setup for it because of the way that I set it up. It was a kind of a hectic setup. This year, I'm doing it differently. And so I'm excited about it. And I'm looking for the DMs from, okay, so Kyle, okay, let's see, I got these, and Kyle says, and Gallup or Dylan for tomorrow's ship, go Dylan, Dylan, pal. And then Carlos, appreciate you, Carlos. I'm going to send you a message right here, pal. Carlos. Got you, Carlos. You guys, we need to give Smitty 100 lambs tonight. That means like buttons. Punch them. Terry Roberts isn't happy. We've got 151 in here. This is good for a week 17. Like, we got 150 people in here on a week 17 Saturday night. That's good. That's really good. We're killing it. We're killing it this year. I can feel it. We're going to explode in 2022. And I'm so excited about it because of what it's going to mean for you guys. I'm excited. I'm a little selfish. I'm excited about what it's going to do for me, of course. But what's good for the show is good for everybody. And if we keep our sights on what's good for the show and not, I want to create content that I enjoy and I'm passionate about. And what I'm going to drop this offseason is going to be so much different than any channel you come across, because I'll do rankings, I'll do mock drafts. We'll do mock drafts all the time. But I'm going to do a lot of shows about psychology and fantasy football, identifying and profiling your trading partner. What kind of person are they? Are they a nervous Nancy that you need to approach differently than a person that's going to trade away everything on their team at some point during the year? Do you need to attack trading with those people first before someone else does? We're going to have so much psychology, trade negotiation, how to better your weaknesses and turn them into strengths, how to identify what your weaknesses even is, and how to better it. We're going to tear up 2022. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this year because we're going to attack it so much differently than anybody's ever tried to. And we're going to blow up. The channel's going to blow up. I know the channel's going to blow up. We're already climbing really, really high, but we're going to blow up. I can feel it. And it's because of you guys and your engagement and how awesome you are. Evans, Patterson, Gallup, Van, Claypool, pick one. If Evans plays, I'm playing Evans. If not, Patterson's my go there. Thanks for the super chat. Wide receiver, 2 wide receivers and a flex. AJ Brown, Waddle, CD, Rojo, Sony. God, I was looking at what you listed. I'm like, how am I going to get 2 wide receivers and a flex out of this? And you've listed just a phenomenal amount of names. I'm shocked that much talent is sitting there on those line and a half. AJ Brown, CD, and Sony. But sitting Waddle and Rojo feels like I'm going to make a grave mistake. Like, how can you get this right? Trust your gut, because I could get it wrong. That's not an easy call. Carlos, appreciate you again. I don't know what the league is about. Carlos, do you know what the league's about now? I feel like you should by now. Nigel, appreciate you. I answered this question already. I got your DM. Thank you, Kyle. Can you draft JT in the 96 and 97? No, because all 8 copies of him will definitely be gone by 96. They'll probably go. I'd imagine JT's, if we drafted today, JT's probably going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could somebody draft, could somebody take Cook? Could there be a Vikings homer in the league? Maybe. But my guess is this will be the 1 year where it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or JT. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way down to 20 is probably going to be a combination of Najee and Henry. Probably one person's grabbing CMC and everybody's going to go, oh, it's going to be great. Like this, we're going to do this draft live. It's going to be a month-long draft probably. So obviously I'm not live the whole time, but we're going to go live a lot. We'll be checking in. Where are we at in this draft? If you are not in this draft, you are going to be upset. You're going to feel so left out. It's going to be like one of those leagues where somebody offers you and you're like, you want to be in the league? You're like, no. And then later you hear they're drafting. You're like, gosh, darn it. Why didn't I do it? But we'll check in as we're live the whole month long, and we'll draft a little early. I don't want people to get upset about it. Drafting early. We have to draft early. We have to do it earlier than normal because it's going to take over a month to draft. We have to draft literally probably in June. Can the first 8 picks be JT? Absolutely. Nigel, because there's 8 copies of every player. Not one person can ever own multiple copies of one player. So if, let's say you're picking at number 1, you will see 1 copy of JT there because he's still available to you. Number 2 overall, we'll see 1 copy of JT there because he's still available. The person at number 8 overall will see 1 copy of JT because there are 8 copies and 7 of them are gone. You'll never see 2 copies of one player. You can't trade for multiple copies of one player, but 8 copies will exist so that we can have 96 people in one league. The person that wins first and the person that gets second could both have JT. It's a phenomenal way to draft. It's exciting, and it makes it so that you have pick number 45, you're literally picking as if you were number 6 or 7 overall. You know what I mean? Or 5 to 6. Appreciate you, Nigel. Can you draft the same player twice? So I answered that one. Eddie, pick 2, PPR, Saquon Penny, Javonte, Jay Patterson. I have Adams and Cup at wide receiver, St. Brown at the flex. Would you flex one of those running backs over St. Brown? Probably not. And if I'm picking 2 from them, I'm going to pick them in order of probably Penny and Patterson. And I hate to say that about Saquon, but I just don't trust him. And do I want to say Javonte? Yeah. Could I go Javonte and Patterson? I probably could. You know, and I might even say Javonte and Patterson, but we have to hear Javonte's he's good to go. As of right now, I'll pull up Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams is currently listed as questionable. Nothing's changed. He logged 1 limited practice ahead of week 16. Javonte, yeah. I mean, your safe call is Penny and Javonte right now, but could I switch Javonte in there pretty easily? I wouldn't really hesitate. It's just so hard to. Penny's a good play. Your safe plays are Penny and Patterson. Need your help big time. Need a 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, and a flex. Dare, Freeman, Osborne, Evans. So if Evans plays, he's your wide receiver. Gabe Davis, Osborne, Green, Howard, Boston Scott. I'd probably say Dare's your running back 2. So you need 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. So I would go Evans if he plays, Dare, and then probably Boston Scott. And then if, let's say, Evans doesn't play, then you need a wide receiver. I'd probably lean Gabe Davis, even though I'm worried about. I mean, that's a tough spot. Truth. That is tough. That is tough. And if anybody feels differently, drop that in the chat for Truth, please. That's a tough one, man. That's really, really tough. Appreciate your super chat. Dylan or Jared Patterson? Give me Jared Patterson. Yeah, you know what? You make a good case, Caden, with that snow, and they could just pound the rock in the 3rd and 4th quarter, especially if they're up big. Like, Dylan could get fed. Trust your gut. Your gut's leaning Dylan. I'm close enough to where I'm like, I'm trying to force an answer, really. Go Dylan. Your gut says Dylan. I'm telling you, I'm going to make you take a lap. If you change your mind and go A.J. Dillon when I'm really on the fence and leaning one direction or the other. You know what I mean? Like, Jared Patterson over Javonte, who's got questionable workload and hurt. That feels more like more of a Patterson lock, so to speak. And I waver on it. I even waver on that. But Patterson and AJ Dillon, I don't know. Stick with your gut. Justin Jackson or Patterson PPR. Look, Jackson's not guaranteed anything with Eckler, back. So I'm not going that route. Smitty, you missed my super. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm looking for it. I'm going, Johnny. Where's Johnny? Johnny. I'm sorry, Johnny. Johnny says Diggs, Waddle, Allen, AB. Pick 3. Give me Diggs. Give me Waddle. Give me Diggs. Give me Waddle. Give me that which I desire. I'm probably gonna go Diggs, Waddle, Keenan. I don't trust AB. God, you guys are asking tough questions tonight. People are gonna be getting Josh Allen tomorrow, left and right, and people are gonna remember it. Says Eddie. I knew that line sounded familiar. Let's play the Joe Burrow line and let's see if Eddie can
Get whammed.
Whoops. That's the wrong one. Hold on. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it. People are getting Josh Allen is what he wants to say, Eddie. And that might be the case. Terry Roberts, Sleeper U, go get it now, 2022. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Terry's not lying. I'm going to show you guys something, and you're going to remember it. I'm gonna show you a little number here that you guys are gonna, I think, lose it on. This is such a. I know I'm biased, but and sometimes I'll do a write up on my sleeperu.com that I'm excited about or that I'm not excited about. Like, this stuff is phenomenal. I spent a lot of time cooking this stuff up. But here, let me show you something here. Let me take a little screenshot of this beast right here. This right here is my top 10 rookie running backs 2022, broken down in tremendous detail. Look at this sucker right here. You've got player picture, you've got a write-up, you've got video clips, some of them set precisely to play at certain points that I need to emphasize. You've got the career stats, you've got height, weight, my prediction, top 5 to 9 running back at the NFL level here for Kenneth Walker. So this is the kind of stuff you're going to get at sleeperu.com. This is already up. I have this for the top 10 running backs. It's already up. It's absolutely lit. Kenneth Walker is electric. He has a nose for the end zone and the ability to completely take over a game single-handedly. Very few rushers in any draft class possess this sort of capability. Check out the included video, which shows Walker putting the entire team on his back, scoring 5 TDs, totaling 197 yards on just 23 carries. I wanted to give you a little taste of what it's looking like on the rookie running back write-ups for Sleeper U, which you can find where?
Want bold year-round rankings, trade calculators, and bold predictions? Get on over to sleeperu.com.
Just feels like the best rookie write-ups you're going to be able to find. And I can't wait for you guys to check them out and comment on that. At the very bottom, there's a comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys think of them so far. Alex, Smitty, thank you for all the help this year. Got a tough decision between Swift, Jacobs, Michelle. I'm going Michelle. Just feels safer. But I wouldn't blame you for going Swift. Kupp, Higgins, Chase, Waddle need 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 flex. So now I get to decide. You're going to go give me Swift and Michelle. Give me Kupp and Higgins. And give me Jamar Chase. And I don't really hesitate. As much as I want to play Waddle, as much as I want to not really play Jacobs, but like understand that he's got 1 week value here. Easy call. I mean, could Waddle outscore Jamar? Sure. But are you really going to put Jamar Chase on the bench? I'm not. And you certainly can't put Higgins on the bench. You can't put Kupp on the bench. I mean, it comes down to Jamar Chase and Waddle. And while I like Waddle, you wouldn't be crazy to do it. I wouldn't make you take a lap, but I'm going Jamar. I feel like Jamar is going to have a big day. Terry says, show him 2022. Let's go. 2022. Johnny, thank you for waiting on your super chat. I apologize that I made you wait, pal. Kyle, he's in the door league. I keep saying the door league. He's in the Fantasy Cup 2022 league. Kyle says, how does the draft order picked order you buy in the random? So I'll do a random draft order on a live stream. I'll hit the button. I'll show you guys in the back end. I'll hit a button and it'll randomize it. Boom. That's it. We hit it once. We're not hitting it twice. We're doing a live on it. And I don't care where I get slotted, because I love the idea of going wide receiver this year. I think it's going to be, of course I want to have the 1 pick, but it's going to be fun either way, especially in this draft, this format. But Kyle, we'll do it live. Don't worry. Smitty out here teasing us with the football hors d'oeuvres. Yeah. Thank you. Alan, dig stack. Let's go, buddy boy. Kyle is fun. Howard or Patterson. Give me Patterson. Smitty start 1. Christian Kirk, Evans, Hollywood Brown. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Give me Mike Evans if he plays. Give me Hollywood Brown next if he plays. And past that, the truth. I'm reading Truth Seeker right here. The answer is going to be made for you. The truth will reveal itself. Truth Seeker on screen. 142 watching, only 99 likes. Let's get that to 100%, guys. Let's go. Start a new year right. That's right, Truth Seeker. Appreciate you. St. Brown or Jeff Wilson. I mean, if Jeff Wilson started, it would be a dilemma, but it's St. Brown because it's Mitchell time. Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, possible shootout for Joe. Yeah, I like both of them. I think both of them are top 4, pretty much every week going forward from now till the end of time. Can I also tell you another thing? On my rookie running back write-ups every year, there's a couple things that I want to say. Number one, when you do them in January, you're doing them based on eye test. Okay? There's a certain amount of like buzz going on where okay, Kenneth Walker is getting a lot of hype. We know he's really good. Okay? We know he's really good. We know he's going to potentially be a beast at the next level. Okay? He's awesome. But there are certain players that I'm going to rank higher than I feel like they are going to be ranked out there in the industry from the NFL scouting perspective and the fantasy football analysis perspective in both industries. And there's one guy, he's number 4. He's number 4 on my running back rankings. He doesn't deserve to be there based on what everybody else thinks. He's not going to be number 4 on anyone else's rankings. And he may not be number 4 for me if I find that coaches and the NFL teams aren't going to buy into him as one of the top running backs in the draft class. It will make him fall very, very fast for me because opportunity is the number one, thing that determines success. If you don't get opportunity, you can't do it. You can't bring any of your talent to the table. But the guy at number 4 is the toughest guy to bring down I've seen in years on film. I watched film on this guy and my jaw dropped. I felt ashamed of myself that I didn't like him more than I did walking into my film session. I crammed for 40 hours of watching video, 35 to 40 hours of watching film, looking at data, looking at numbers, writing these write-ups up. It took me a ton of time over the course of 3 days, and walking into, I barely got it done around like 3 a.m. after the ball dropped. I was late on getting it out. It was 3 a.m. by the time I dropped it. But this guy, yeah, Corey, I'm live on Instagram the entire 1 hour leading into kickoff. Not here on YouTube. I'm live on IG. So go find me on the Fantasy Football Show. But I literally, my jaw dropped. Number 4 on my rookie running back rankings. My jaw dropped when I watched this guy's film. I'm like, how is this guy not on everybody's radar? Like, people know about him, but he's not in anybody's 3 or 4 running back rankings. The guy's insane at breaking tackles. If he gets a shot, this could be the Jonathan Taylor. Like, he was on radars. Initially, he wasn't on radars as much as he was. It wasn't until he climbed his own stock into the number 2 overall drafted player that people started taking Jonathan Taylor as serious as they needed to take him. Actually, Jonathan Taylor was the... What number was he out of all the running backs? I'm blanking. Jonathan Taylor wasn't on radars at first. He wasn't. People were sleeping on him in the very beginning. This guy is really good. So check out the number 4 ranked running back. What running back was Jonathan Taylor taken in his draft class? I'm blanking. Am I crazy to play St. Brown and Swift? Renfro on the bench? I'm not putting Renfro on the bench, but you're not crazy, no. You're not crazy at all. You're not crazy at all. Let's see here. Smitty, who you got, boss? Javonte or Carter? Carter's got too tough of a matchup. Give me Javonte. Packers, better for the Packers, MVS or Lazard? I mean, MVS probably, but he's coming back, and we're not sure how healthy he's going to be. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first at 32. Yeah, but where was JT? Wasn't he... JT was like what? What pick? He was a second, right? But what pick was he? I'll look it up. Hold on. JT... NFL draft... pick. JT was in the second round, number 41 overall. But earlier in the offseason, JT was being slept on a little bit. And so that's all I'm saying about this guy. That people know who he is, but this number 4 ranked guy on my rookie running back rankings is not getting the respect he could deserve and get later, and then everybody's going to be all about him. He's just impossible to take down. Can't wait. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Appreciate all of you. We got Gonzalez with a super chat real quick. He says, Smitty didn't make it to the final, but you helped me a lot with knowledge of fantasy. Next year will be on Dynasty and many leagues. Thank you. Appreciate you, Gonzalez. I really do. Can't thank you enough, pal. Matt Slater wants in the door league. Come on, Smitty, take a lap. Matt wants in the Fantasy Cup 2020 league. Matt, DM me real quick on Instagram if you would. Matt Slater. Appreciate you, Matty boy. Baytown, appreciate all your super chats all year. Smitty, I left points on the bench playing for the ship in my league. Russ, Lance, or Huntley. I'd go Huntley potentially, but Lance is not a crazy play. Knox or Everett, give me Knox. Start 2, JJ with the QB issues versus Green Bay. Deontay, Pittman. Play 2, I'm going JJ and Deontay. I'm not putting Pittman in there over those guys. Running backs, you got Cook and Rojo, flex Sony, but you have Williams on the bench. You got it all right. The only dilemma you have, don't bench JJ. You're putting in Deontay. You're starting Cook and Rojo. Sony's a great play. Williams I love, but you can't put him in here. You just don't have room. It comes down to quarterback for you. Lance is a big swing, potential miss. Potential. He's not gonna miss unless he gets hurt. But he could be a 12 to 14 point person instead of 28. But he could be 28. He could be 28, 30, depending on your scoring. This could be a phenomenal start for you and a big risk. But is Huntley safer? Maybe. Is Russell Wilson safer than both of them? Probably, but Russell Wilson feels like he's got less upside. So let's take this to the group. Does Baytown start Huntley, Lance, or Russell Wilson? Everybody please drop a vote for Baytown. Baytown has been one of the OGs all year. So let's help Baytown out. So is it Huntley? Is it Lance? Is it Russell Wilson? Please vote now. The rest of it's locked in. And hopefully everybody can take care of you here. Matt Slater. Let me see where Matt is. Matty boy. Is this you, Matt? 7? Let's see here. Is that you, Matt? I just sent you a message. Is that you? Terry Roberts says, Smitty, in my first finals week ever, good buddy. Congrats, Terry. Congrats on that bad boy. Getting in that final game. Slater, gotcha. Okay, I just sent you a message. Hit me back real quick. I just sent you another message. Matt. Lance, Huntley, Lance. Lance, definitely. Huntley is coming off the 19. That's a good point. And Baytown, I will say this. There's the matchup's not great, and he's coming off the 19, which we've seen some players come off quicker than others. But when Tyreek Hill struggled, that worries me about everybody, because Tyreek Hill is a beast and he struggled. So maybe Lance is the play. It's a high risk, high reward. Everybody in here is pretty much going Lance or Huntley. They're wavering a little bit. It feels like Lance has a slight edge, but not a big edge, but definitely an edge. So Baytown, you got to kind of pick your poison there. GP, I'm going Kittle over Knox. Dolphins, Cowboys, going Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys all the way. Huntley just got it done with the just got it done with the stitch, didn't he? Yeah, he's back, but we don't know. Yeah, will he be hampered? Choose to start 2, Keenan, CD, AB. Give me Keenan and CD. I don't really hesitate. AB's hurt. DJ Moore or Lenny at flex. Lenny's not playing. Lenny. So Matt, we got Matt Slater, we got Kyle, we got Carlos, we got Nigel, we got 49er Faithful Lee, we've got Mark Cleveland, we got Terry Roberts, we got me, Smitty. We're filling up these spots quick. This is one show. In one show, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots of the 96 already taken up, so it will go quick. Scott says, tried asking in IG live earlier, but please, what is your take on Jamar Chase versus a healthy Antonio Brown? Well, we don't have a healthy Antonio Brown, so Jamar Chase all the way. And even if Antonio Brown's healthy, could I go AB in Bizarro World? Maybe, but I'm not. I'm going Jamar. Jamar's a top 5 wide receiver to me. He's number 6 or 7 overall in fantasy 2021. I see Nathan says I missed a super chat. Okay, Nathan, I'm going to find it, pal. I'm not leaving you hanging, Nathan. No one gets left behind. I got Jack's question. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you, Jack. Jamie says Mitchell, Penny, Edmonds, running back 2. Give me Mitchell. But Penny's okay, but give me Mitchell unless some news breaks in the morning about Mitchell maybe getting put on a snap count. Right now, it sounds like he can do as much as he's willing to do. So if that stays good, then I like that. Edmonds is interesting without Connor, though, just so you know. But I still think I go Mitchell. Flex St. Brown or Keenan Allen. Give me Keenan Allen, but very, very, very close because St. Brown's so good right now. But team, quarterback situation, Keenan Allen's, going to be fed a lot. I wouldn't be opposed to St. Brown over Keenan. I'm more 50-50 on that one. So I would say trust your gut. Don't let me influence you too much. If you were going St. Brown, stay St. Brown. I'm barely going Keenan. They're both fantastic. And St. Brown's been playing out of his mind. And his targets are insane. Like, everything's pointing to this kid being a breakout next year. So I'm not opposed to St. Brown. In fact, you know what? St. Brown might even be safer. I like Keenan Allen. But tough matchup coming off a bad game for Herbert. It wouldn't be crazy to go St. Brown. He's probably safer. Keenan Allen. You guys, let's vote on that one. Keenan Allen or St. Brown? Can you please drop that for Jamie? Let's help out Jamie. Give me the Packers D in this one. And then thanks again, Scott. Jamar Chase for me. Pretty easy one for me. Slater, thank you. Gonzalez, thank you. Baytown, thank you. All of you that have dropped super chats, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Another super chat rolling in. We got Keenan Allen, St. Brown, Saquon. Oh, this is a different question. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen votes have it, by the way, over St. Brown. The votes came in. We got one St. Brown coming in, but Keenan Allen's got the majority of the votes. Apparently, that's what the people say, and you know what? I would go with what the majority votes. It's so close. You got to have a tiebreaker. Majority votes is pretty darn good. Another Keenan Allen vote. Keenan Allen won by a landslide. St. Brown or Saquon? St. Brown. Give me St. Brown in that situation. Last time, says Brian. Brian, is that the last time you're asking or the last time you're trusting Saquon? If it's the last time you're asking because you're frustrated that I haven't seen it, I'm sorry. We have so many questions come through here. I'm never trying to ignore anybody. Hopefully that's not what you meant by that, because I didn't mean to ignore you. DJ Moore, Penny. DJ Moore, potentially, but that's so close. Start Lamb and Allen over AB, absolutely. Weather in Seattle and QB issues, Allen is safer in my opinion. Listen to Baytown. Baytown's got that on lock. Brian says I'm good. Good, Brian. I didn't mean to ignore you. You know that's not what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of questions that come in here. And not to mention when I'm rambling on answering one, I can't see anything. Your mind can't process and read and speak at the same time. So it's like I pause reading everything when I'm answering. So it's really, really hard. Nathan, I think I got your super chat. Thank you, Nathan. Did I miss anybody else's super chat? Speak now or forever. At least for 1 week, hold your peace. Although, if I do miss a super chat, I want you to know that if you tell me in the comments, I'll handle it. I'm going to answer everything for the next hour or two. Usually it's 12 to 24 hours, but we have kickoff tomorrow. Anything I answer after midnight tonight is going to be worthless, in terms of I can't answer it in the morning because I'll be live. But if I missed your super chat or anything, please ask me in the comments. The next 1 or 2 hours, I will reply to you. JACD wants in the league. JACD, can you DM me on Instagram right now, please? JACD239 wants in. DM me right now. I'm not going to leave till I get it, but I need your DM. Appreciate you joining the league. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people already out of the 96. That's a lot to just pop off real quick. Smitty takes care of his fam. Absolutely, Baytown. You guys are my people, my second family. Eagles or Dolphins. You know how we do this. Best comments on screen as we leave, and I'm going to do it answering questions this time. We're going to do it answering style. What's your IG? The Fantasy Football Show, JACD239. Looking for you right now. And let me know what IG handle I'm looking for after you send it. Send it first, though. What time do you go live in the morning? 1 hour before kickoff of the morning games on Instagram, The Fantasy Football Show. Follow me now so you get a notification. Join me. Don't miss it. We're live the entire 1 hour answering your questions. There's no entry fee because there's no prize money in this league, bro. It's anybody that drops a $20 super chat on the channel gets a spot as long as there's a spot available. So, Jonathan, if you dropped a $20 super chat to help the channel out, that's not an entry fee by any means. It's just you give into the show. We have giveaways like crazy. This $150 to $300 ring will probably be one of the prizes. I'm working on a deal with Fantasy Custom Rings to set up that prize. This is like a $150 to $300 ring. It's heavy piece of jewelry that looks and feels like a real Super Bowl ring. That was the design and thinking behind the company to make these. They didn't want to make $39 rings. They wanted to make like $250, $300, $150 rings, and that's one of the prizes, but one of many. Don't worry, we give away things like these, and so it's going to be amazing. Okay, answering these questions while I'm waiting for. Okay, here we go. Did you send it from what were the numbers in your IG, bro? What are the numbers in your IG? You don't have to give out your full IG, but just so I can confirm that was you. Jack, you're in, pal. Spirit, half PPR, start one of Sony, AB Swift. Give me Sony, he's safer. Herbie or Lance, I'm still going Herbie. Terry Roberts dropping another. Smitty, I won money, even second. Thank you for helping me change my game. Terry, you're a beast, bro. Terry's a beast. Look at Terry dropping supers. Smitty, what defense are you playing this week? Bro, Dallas. I'm all about Dallas. But I got 20 leagues, so that's like asking me, what I'm going to have for dinner this year. At some point, I'm going to have a lot of meals. I'm going to have a lot of defensive starts. It's cold in AZ. It is cold in AZ. It's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees. All right, I think I got your DM there, JAC. So appreciate you sending that on over. That's going to do it for us tonight. That's going to do it for us. Smitty just followed and messaged you from... Okay. I got your message. Thanks, pal. Mahomes or Jalen? You can't put Mahomes on the bench. All right, best questions on the show, or the best questions on the way out of the show are going to be left up on screen. Appreciate all of you. Please ask me a question on the way out the door, because I will answer everything I can for the next. I play in a lot of leagues, man. So I'm in all kinds of. I've had leagues that have failed. I've leagues that are winning. I've leagues that are good that have won. The leagues that are bad that have won. I've had leagues that are amazing that have lost. So I do it all. It's 2:30 in the morning though. Yeah, it is late for a lot of you. So get on out of here. Appreciate all of you. Peace out. Thank you. Comment. I'll respond. Thanks again for the second super, Terry. You're the man. Rojo, safer Scott. Eli Mitchell's got more upside. Evans, if he starts, bro, is Mike Evans. And then probably Van. But that's tough. Kyler Burrow. Probably Burrow. Sony or Darryl. Give me Sony, but very close. Give me Javonte over Singletary. Later, everybody. Ask a question in the comments. I'll be up for the next 2 hours answering your questions later. Appreciate all you.